Hello, faith leaders, and welcome to Breaktime. Today's proverb is 19:20, and it says, listen to advice and accept discipline. And at the end, you will be counted among the wise. I don't know how many times people ask me to pray for wisdom. Pray for wisdom for me, and so I do. And then as a result of that praying for wisdom, I realize that sometimes the advice that's being given is rejected. We can become people who reject advice, and if we reject advice, we're actually going to reject discipline, because advice sometimes gives us movements inside of us that requires us to be disciplined in another way, another form, another fashion. And so we have to be very, very, very cautious that we are not the people that have held people out here because we don't think anybody is worthy of giving us advice. Who could possibly know more than we do? What a haughty attitude. Do you hear what I'm saying? But be cautious that you're not one of those people that is living in that kind of fashion, that is rejected hearing what others have to say. As a matter of fact, Solomon uses the word listen. Listen means that you are actively engaged in what other people are saying to you. Many of us, I know, sit on boards, and many of us sit in meetings. Are you actively listening to what is being said? And if there's advice that's being going around, and typically board meetings are prime places for advice to be thrown, are you actively participating in what's being said? Or watch your heart in this. Or have you shut down to a place that when advice is starting to giving, you almost feel threatened, like there's something wrong with you, that you've done something wrong, and as a result of that, you're thinking about how right you are instead of listening to maybe there needs to be some movement that needs to change inside of you and me in our hearts. And so be cautious. Ask yourself that question. Are you constantly trying to defend your actions when people offer you advice? And so if you are, chances are you are not actively participating in what's being said. Instead, you're trying to be defensive. Back. And if you're constantly being accused of being defensive, there's probably something inside your heart that needs to listen. Listen to advice. Listen to people that are wise, because oftentimes we reject wisdom simply because we're not listening. We're not listening to the people that are around us. And you know what? If somebody loves you enough to give you advice, those are the kinds of people you want beside you. Have a blessed day. Hello, faith leaders. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching our Breaktime videos. I want to make you aware of another resource that we have made available. It's called Wisdom, the Proverbs at Work, Volume 1. This resource takes the break times that you're watching on video and puts them in written format with some challenging questions. It'd be a great resource for a break time where you can gather others around and actually see it in written format and ask some further questions. I want you to know this resource is available on our website at msmministry.org. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.